Rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20, and we're back with the Occult Chronicles. And it's been a little while since I've had a chance to record because everything has been crazy in my life. Just like a falling chandelier. You hear the sound of straining metal above you, and then a sudden crack. You look up and see massive glass and metal chandelier falling directly towards you. Let's see, duck and roll, smart sidestep. Let's smart sidestep. You judge the trajectory of the falling chandelier, notice that you can shuffle over to one side and avoid it entirely. So we'll do that. Just had a lot of stuff going on in my life. My girlfriend's illness has been spiking again and been causing problems, and she had to leave her work for it, and that has been causing financial problems, and she's been home and I've had to take care of her, but right now she actually flew out to her parents' home. I was gonna say actual home. This is her actual home. She flew out to her parents' home and is visiting them and trying to feel better for the time being. And I'm trying to sneak in some recordings while working extra hours trying to figure out finances. Failure! Your calculations were slightly off and you can't completely get out of the way. We'll use our tally there and be safe. See what we can get. We found a clue. What clue did we find? Green blood. You find a torn fragment of a strange yellow fabric covered in glowing green liquid. It almost looks like blood. The final encounter will have -1 difficulty. What do we got in this question mark? The haunted pipe organ. You see before you a large and ornate Baroque pipe organ. The bench before it sits empty. Suddenly your ears are filled with haunting sounds of music resounding from the organ's pipes. The melody is terrifying and you watch astounded as the ghostly vapor encompasses the musical instrument. You struggle to keep your fears in check. I always forget that as I hover it's going to say something different. I always forget. No, we lose. The music builds to a crescendo, and you feel like you are being pulled down to your doom in a bottomless ocean of despair and pain. This thing wants to hurt you, and hurt you it will. But not today. You stand before the pipe organ and struggle to make sense of what you have just seen, and more importantly heard. There's a powerful spirit bound to this musical instrument via some nefarious sorcery or curse. You can feel the anger and rage building within it. You suspect it's getting ready to assault your mind again. I can attack it, dispel it, psychic duel it, communicate. Always communicate. You seek to use your talents as a medium to contact this spirit inhabiting the pipe organ and divine what it is that binds it to this world. If you can figure out what is holding it from returning to the spirit world, you might be able to free it. Well, let's use some more persuasion and hope we get swords, because dag. Yeah. Alright, well, I will go with the queen on that. Ooh, boom, get some extra points there. Yeah, alright, win, but not by a whole heck of a lot. Success! Your mind establishes contact with the spirit. You recognize immediately that what you are dealing with is the agony of hundreds of tormented souls. No, not souls, but a psychic pain that still resonates in the pipe organs. They want something from you. They want you to investigate the grandfather clock. Luckily, I know where that is. Find the missing parts of the organ has been hidden and retrieve them. Find the ghost of the organ master who stole the parts and destroy it. Collect it from it the music sheets that contain the spell of binding, and then return. Oh, and then we get 2 sanity for getting the spell. You think that you finally understand what you are confronting. The disembodied death agony of hundreds of souls has accumulated in the pipe organ, either by design or accident. The negative energy manifests itself in a single entity, a self-aware super spirit of anger and rage. You suspect that you are witnessing the end result of many a black mass and vile sacrifice. It wants your help to free itself, to seek retribution. Many years ago, it was sabotaged by the will of its creator. It needs you to seek out its missing parts in a sheet of music that can release its trapped rage. First, find the grandfather clock where the missing parts are hidden, then confront and destroy the evil organ master ghost that weaves the binding spell and hid the missing parts. It possesses a sheet music that, when played, will break the curse. Well, let's go out of here, and then the grandfather clock is just in here. So we'll check out that grandfather clock. Your attention is drawn to a magnificent grandfather clock that dominates its section of the room. Constructed out of rich mahogany, its exterior decorated with ornate frisures and carvings. Its large brass pendulum hangs motionless but frozen oddly at a slight angle. You've had your fair share of encounters with possessed or cursed furniture, and you don't sense anything supernatural here. There is something strange, however. An aura or energy of some sort is being hidden here. It's hard, though, not to be awestruck by the quality of craftsmanship that went into building this clock. Perhaps it is meant as a distraction. Find and remove the possessed organ parts. You notice that the main assembly housing contains a multitude of gears, pins, and even tubes. Many seem like they have been added haphazardly. The clock isn't even working. You should be able to follow the possessed organ's instructions to find and remove the missing parts. Perception! I will percept a king over a queen for mass amounts of points. Yeah! Win! You have to do some digging, but you manage to retrieve the parts. Winner, winner, winner. Winner gets 1 sanity. And that portion of my quest is done. So the succubus doesn't seem to be, and neither does that. I don't see anybody who seems like they would be the one with the sheet music. So let's continue onward. What's in here? Ooh, another creepy room with beds. Creepy room with beds, and the nurse. Yeah, that belongs in a creepy room with beds. You see a figure shuffling towards you. Your first thought is that it must be injured. Then you notice the distinctive hat of a nurse. But what steps out from the gloom is not here to help you. It was once human. If it was once human, it clearly isn't now. You wonder what type of terrible medical experiment gone wrong could have created such a horror. The terrible gurgling sounds that the creature makes threaten to drive you over the edge. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to deal with any sort of horrible gurgling sounds of this nurse thing, but it's okay. The mind is strong. You survived 10 weeks in the recovery ward with Nurse Ratchet. This looks like a stroll in the park compared to that. Nothing gained. The disfigured nurse creature seems intent on helping you. You'll either need to fight or flee. Fight or flee. Fight or flee. Well, nobody's told me to go interact with a nurse. I don't know if anybody will tell me to interact with a nurse. I suck at fighting. Run away, super run away, fail to run away. You attempt to back up, but then trip over your own feet. Before you know it, the creature's clawing at you. Rah, 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 all your courage is gone. I don't have any courage. It's limping already, so you should have no problem getting away from it. So they say. So they say. You turn and run, and the gimp just can't keep up. Alright, well, we'll just sidestep you. What else you got in your room? Nothing? It's just you? Oh, nurse. What do we got in here? Death room? Looks like death bit. Zombies? You've come face to face with the living dead. Slow, ponderous, and mindless. Zombies are still not to be underestimated. They can overwhelm you with their numbers and by feasting on your entrails before you know it. Despite having dispatched quite a few of these undead automatons, they still creep you out. Roll your insanity. And by roll, I mean play this card game. Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna be a little bit afraid. We struggle to maintain sanity, but the talisman keeps us safe, and so do lucky draws. Zombies. Dragon. Zombies. You hate these guys. This place certainly knows how to keep you on your toes. Just don't go build a summer home here. We can run from the zombies or we can fight the zombies. Gotta fight the zombies. Just remember to aim for the head. Uh-oh. We did not get a very good draw. We're going to lose and be sad. You didn't take the advice now, did you? Don't let them bite you. Alright, we didn't let them bite us. Let's try again. Battle. This is a much better draw on our end. And a king overnight will get us the win over some zombies. You won the battle. The dismembered zombie bodies still twitch around on the floor, putting on quite the show. We get 1 expertise token for that. What does that put us at? A grand total of 1. Hooray! What's down here? The broken circle. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the dancing flames. They seem to have no source of fuel, but are confined to a chalk circle enclosing a pentagram. At each point, a small votive candle still burns. Votive? Votive? I don't believe I've seen that word or heard it ever before. Then you notice the robed body sprawling on the wooden floor. You step closer. As you advance step by step, you begin to feel uneasy. You sense a powerful, evil presence in the room, and a chill runs down your spine. A face takes the form of the flames, and you stop in your tracks. It seems to stare into your soul. You're afraid. Resist the horror. This thing bound within the pentagram is demonic. Of that there can be no doubt. You must focus your mind and overcome the swelling sense of panic that the creature's gaze has sent through your entire being. Roll, horror. Oh, are you scared? Are you scared? You better be. I'm a demon coming out of some fire. It's pretty scary. But you kept your sanity and you break eye contact with the flaming demon. You'll know better than to look at it directly in the eyes again. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing good from being not afraid of it. You've stumbled upon the scene of a demonic summoning gone wrong. The power within the pentagram circle has obviously lashed out at its would-be master and killed him outright. What the hell was he doing here? Avoiding contact with the demon's fiery eyes, you examine the scene more closely. You notice that the chalk circle has been broken ever so slightly. This must be what led to the demise of the robed figure laying prostrate before you. Who knows what this poor evil soul had in mind? For that would compel him to consort with demons. You should tread carefully here. Let's see, we can search the body. It doesn't sound like a bad option. Complete the circle. Banish the demon. Bargain with the demon. There must be some remains of the acolyte of which the demon in the fireplace spoke. He was obviously playing a very deadly game by trying to summon and bind these demons. The name should be on him somewhere. Or we can bargain immediately with it. Chalk circle broken, you wonder why the demon has not attacked you. Perhaps you could try and communicate with it and see what it wants. It's a choice that you should consider carefully. You know from your training the demon will seek to deceive and dominate you. Well, always be talking to demons. Wow. Alright, Queen makes our talk successful. Initiating the communication via the lost sign language of Kaldash, you establish contact with the demon. It claims to be a prince of hell, but you suspect it exaggerates. It wants you to do something for it, and it promises to reward you if you uphold the bargain. Ooh, yeah, we know where that guy is. Find the demon trapped in the fireplace and search the mantle for a slip of paper that is inscribed with the demon's name. Then return said strip of paper and get ourselves one expertise. I am going to search the body momentarily because I would like to up ding my wands with those 2 expertise, putting us at a lovely 5 wands and making my searching the body all that more effective. Yeah. Aw, don't win that round. Risk versus reward. I'm gonna throw the queen because I want to make sure I get to throw it, and I'm glad I did because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to. You carefully search the acolyte's robes to find a small scrap of paper with the name etched onto it. What must be blood? Find the acolyte's body and search his pockets for the enchanted paper that is inscribed within the demon, with the demon and the fireplace's name. Okay, interesting. I got some health from that. Oh, I'm a little confused. What are my quests then? Return the slip of paper to the demon in the fireplace. Interesting. I can choose which demon I want to befriend, it seems. Let's go over here and see what we got here. The big game hunter ghost. The ghost suddenly materializes in front of you. It's dressed as if it had just stepped out of a safari on the Serengeti. It lowers its large caliber big game rifle at you and seems to be considering you closely. You don't know which is scarier, the ghost or the ethereal gun. King of Cups. 10 on Pentacles. Waste my 8 there. Catch a 2 here for some extra points. Hopefully your mind is strong, you stand up straight and play the alpha male. That's something this ghost will understand. And maybe get something? Nope. Alright, big game hunter ghost. The ghostly big game hunter squints at you like he's sizing you up for his trophy wall. There is a taint to him. You suspect he once brushed elbows with a witch doctor. You both stand there in a sort of ghostly standoff waiting for the other to make the first move. This guy always reminds me of the big game hunter that comes out of Jumanji because of the board game setting of this. And I can engage him in a psychic duel. I can flee him. Why? I thought I should be able to talk to the big game hunter ghost. Do I want to run away or do I want to beat him up? I'll run away for now. Maybe. Maybe not. Let me run away. Super runaway! You channel your fear into your survival instinct and run as fast as your feet will take you. Super runaway. Okay. I guess I'll go here and leave you alone and go up here. I don't know why it wouldn't let me move across that. I guess maybe that's not something that you can pass through. Suppose that makes sense. Just didn't consider it. Alright, where's this guy in the fire? It's like right here, right? Yep. Story advances. Token drawn. Salvage teams. The alien captain has ordered additional patrols to find salvage and repair manuals. What does that mean for us? The chance of a sanity loss card being generated when a psychic challenge has failed is doubled. Ooh. Luckily we got plenty of sanity, but ooh, it's a bad one. Okay. The demon states that it was recently bound here by an acolyte claiming to serve some dark master. It's clear that the demon thought the human insane, dabbling in things that were way over his head. The acolyte somehow managed to find a list of demonic names and binding rituals in some forgotten tome. The demon says the acolyte would write them on small enchanted slips of paper. He believes his own name to be in the acolyte's pocket. He perished a few short hours ago when he foolishly attempted to summon and bind another demon, but got the slips of paper mixed up. Find the acolyte's body, then bring the name to the demon, and he will reward you. You can betray the demon. You are certain that giving the name back is a bad idea. Perhaps you can use the name to your advantage. You decide to use the name to compel the demon to reward you, and then banish it. Or I can search for the old paper on the mantle. This must be the worthless servant that the demon in the broken circle was talking about. You inch forward to see if you can spot the piece of paper. I'm going to try that. Let's get our piece of paper before we make any decisions here of what else to do. Blamp. Get our piece of paper. All super good. You quickly spot the slip of paper next on the mantle next to an old clock. You quickly grab it and duck back, slipping the paper into your pocket. And with 6, we get 2 health back, which is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Now, do I give this guy what he wants, or do I attempt to betray him to get my reward and give him nothing? Target level is only 2. Do I want to be helping demons? I don't think I do. Oh man, we're going to try to betray him. Our draw is strong. Boom. 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 So much betrayal. 19/2. You read the name in old Stygian written on the paper. The demon bellows in rage but complies with your demands and vanishes when dismissed. You've made a dangerous enemy. I get the demonic guile. During any challenge option of the sorcery type, each not revealed trick card has a 5% chance of being scryed at the beginning of the challenge option. Interesting. Okay. And extra luck, 3 extra health, demon banished. And before we end this episode, we'll just make our way back over to where was the other demon that we just found that we've been fussing with? There he was, in here. Oh man, there's a reanimated skeleton. What's going on with all this undead stuff? I thought we picked aliens. It seems impossible, but a human skeleton steps in front of you from out of the gloom. It hisses at you, and the smell of death is on its breath. They worded it differently than I did. Same thing. Some dark necromancy must animate this long-dead creature. You can't even understand how the bones could be held together. It is terrifying. How scared are we? Oh, is it so scary? Oh, is it so? Oh, is it so? Oh, is it so scary? Oh, so scary. Not really, though. Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse than this. You were part of the team that took down the Black Circle of Necromancers a few years back. You have encountered your fair share of reanimations over the years. You get 6. And in those 6, you get 1 sanity. It's laughably easy. You wonder if a curse or a necromancer of some skill has summoned a spirit to animate this bag of bones. Was it sent after you? You remember from your briefings that its decayed appearance can be deceptive, and prepare yourself. You will either need to fight or flee. Well, we gotta fight this guy. You've got a bone to pick with the skeleton. If you hack it to pieces, you suspect it won't be getting back up. Oh man, that was close. But I don't get to play my queen at all. So I lose. You lost the battle. The skeleton is relentless and fearless. Soon it has you in a tough position. Not too tough. Let's go back in for more cuts. More cuts. King for the win. Barely win. You won the battle. Knock the head off and separate the spine from the ribcage. An arm is laying over by itself. The spell is broken and the thing goes still. I get an extra health for that. We're going to go here. So I can complete the quest against your better judgment, hand over the slip, or I can decide to betray this demon too. Having considered this whole errand carefully, you figured it out. The slip of paper obviously carries the name of the demon you've bargained with, written in old Slagan. Why else would this prince want it so badly? You could speak the name and command the demon to reward you. He was most likely going to betray you anyway. What with that one? Of course I'm going to betray you before you betray me, sucker. Get out of here. The betrayal's real. So much betrayal. Well, whatever, you're a demon, so suck it. You speak the name on the paper and rewarded with a howl of torment from the demon. It lashes around the room, knocking over everything except for you. Your guess was correct. You compel it to reward you and then return to hell from which it came. You have made an enemy today. Bargains with demons. During any challenge option of the persuasion or deception type, each not revealed trick card has a 5% chance of being scryed at the beginning of the challenge. That's cool. The Cyclone is a new talisman for us for swords. That's cool. I don't know if I've ever picked up a second talisman. I mean, obviously you get slots for more than one, but I don't really get talismans. Well, that's pretty cool. With that, we're going to have to end this episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get more recordings. This game is probably the most likely one to pop up in the mix, though, because between this, Keeper RL, and Dead Rising, Case West, no, it's off the record. I always do that. This is the easiest to record and set everything up with the time crunch. So, probably going to be seeing a lot of this. Second, Keeper RL, and lastly, Dead Rising. But I don't think anybody has a problem with that, because that was mostly for fun for me anyway. Bye.